DJI might have just changed pocket cameras completely, and honestly, the new Pocket 4 Pro leaks look way more serious than people expected, because this doesn't look like a normal pocket camera upgrade anymore. This looks like DJI trying to build a miniature cinematic camera system that fits in your pocket. And the biggest reason is this new telephoto lens. Now, if you remember the older Pocket 3, DJI already had a kind of zoom feature with its 2x lossless crop. It worked fine for casual videos, but at the end of the day, it was still the same wide camera digitally punching into the image. The overall look never really changed. But the Pocket 4 Pro appears completely different. According to the newest leaks, DJI is reportedly pairing the main 1-inch sensor with a dedicated 3x optical telephoto camera. And honestly, that changes everything. Because true optical zoom on a pocket gimbal camera is a huge deal. This means the Pocket 4 Pro could finally create the kind of natural background compression and cinematic depth that older pocket cameras always struggled with. And you can already see it in the leaked creator footage. The shots don't feel flat anymore. Subjects actually separate from the background properly. Trees, buildings, lights. Everything behind the subject compresses naturally, in a way that honestly looks closer to a mirrorless camera than a traditional pocket gimbal. That's probably the biggest difference people noticed immediately. Not the stabilization, not even the sharpness, the depth. Because small pocket cameras usually shoot with a very wide lenses, and wide lenses create a very specific problem. Everything stays in focus all the time. Your face blends into the background, the image looks clean, but it never really feels cinematic. But the Pocket 4 Pro's telephoto lens changes that completely. Now you can stand farther away, while still getting a tighter frame. Faces look more natural, backgrounds blur more smoothly, and the overall footage suddenly feels much more professional. Honestly, some of the leaked clips look kind of insane for a camera this small, and here's where things get even more interesting. Multiple reports are now claiming that DJI could be using flagship-level imaging hardware for the telephoto system itself. The rumored sensor appears to be very similar to the Sony IMX09A, a powerful 50-megapixel mobile sensor usually found inside premium smartphones. Except here, DJI is apparently using it specifically for the zoom camera, which honestly explains why the telephoto footage already looks surprisingly refined. Because usually on compact cameras, secondary lenses feel weak. You get lower quality, softer detail, worse colors. But that doesn't seem to be happening here. The telephoto shots actually look usable, stable, detailed, cinematic. And thankfully, DJI doesn't appear to be sacrificing the main camera either. The 1-inch primary sensor still looks extremely strong based on the early footage online. Highlights stay controlled, shadows retain detail, and DJI's color science still has that balanced look people already loved from the Pocket 3. Now, another major rumor surrounding the Pocket 4 Pro is D-Log 2, and honestly, this part could become one of the biggest upgrades for creators if it turns out to be true. Because right now, standard D-Log already gives creators decent flexibility for grading. But if DJI introduces a newer generation, Log Profile, with improved highlight recovery and dynamic range, this tiny camera could suddenly become much more useful for serious filmmaking work. There are even rumors suggesting around 17 stops of dynamic range. Now realistically, that number sounds extremely exaggerated for a compact sensor, but honestly, DJI's image processing has improved massively over the last few years. So even if the real-world performance ends up lower, noticeable improvements still wouldn't be surprising at all. As for video specs, leaks currently point toward 6K recording, 4K at 240 frames per second, 10-bit color, and active track 7.0. And if those specs end up being accurate, this thing is seriously overpowered for a pocket camera. But there's another reason why this launch suddenly became way more interesting: competition. Because right when Insta360's Luna Ultra started gaining attention online, DJI suddenly allowed Pocket 4 Pro creator footage to appear almost everywhere. And honestly, the timing feels very intentional. Both cameras are targeting creators who want cinematic footage in a compact body. Both focus heavily on dual camera systems. Both include telephoto zoom. And both are trying to move beyond simple vlogging cameras. This is starting to feel like a real fight. And right now, based purely on the leaked footage, DJI honestly looks very strong. The Pocket 4 Pro clips feel polished. The telephoto shots have real cinematic depth, and the overall image quality already looks mature, even before launch. But there's still one huge problem hanging over this camera right now: availability. According to multiple reports, the standard Pocket 4 reportedly cleared FCC certification before DJI's newer restrictions became a problem. But the Pocket 4 Pro apparently hasn't appeared in FCC records at all, which could potentially create a major issue for US buyers. If current rumors are accurate, people may end up relying on imports and gray market sellers instead of normal retail availability. And honestly, that matters more than people think, because buyers don't just care about image quality anymore. They care about warranty support, availability, long-term reliability, and whether they can actually buy the product normally without complications. Still, despite all the uncertainty, one thing already feels obvious after watching the leaked footage: DJI is no longer treating pocket cameras like casual vlogging gadgets. The Pocket 4 Pro looks like DJI is trying to create a genuinely cinematic compact camera system. And honestly, if the final product performs anywhere close to these leaks, this might become one of the most exciting pocket cameras we've seen in years. But before anyone rushes to buy it, 3 things still need to happen. We still need DJI's full official announcement. We still need proper real-world testing. And we still need to see whether the final retail version actually performs this well, outside carefully selected creator footage. Because leaks are one thing. Real-world performance is something completely different. But right now, the DJI Pocket 4 Pro genuinely looks insane.